Lesson 4-8, Least Common Multiple. A multiple is the product of a number and any whole number. The least common multiple, or LCM, of two or more numbers is the least of their common multiples, excluding 0. So let's take a look at finding the least common multiple of each number. So the first way you can do it is listing all of the non-zero multiples. So for 6, the multiples would be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and so on. For 10, they would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So here you are looking for the least common multiple. So neither of them have a 6 or a 10 or a 12 or an 18 or a 20, but they both have a 30. So you would say that the least common multiple for these is 30. You can also find the least common multiple for these by using prime factorization. So what you have to do is you have to factor out both numbers. So if we wrote out the prime factorization for 6, we would get 2 and 3. And if we wrote out prime factorization for 10, we would get 2 and 5. So then what you do here is you multiply the products that are not the same. So the prime factorization of 6 and 10 would be 2, 5, and 3. They are the numbers that are not repeated. So 2 times 3 times 5. So 2 times 3 is 6, times 5 is 30. Pause the video to find the least common multiple. Use both methods when finding the least common multiple. Let's first use this by just listing the multiples of 10. So if we list them out, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on. For 12, we have 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, and so on. So we can see that our least common multiple for both of these is 60. We can also do this by doing the prime factorization. So the prime factorization of 10 is 2 and 5. The prime factorization for 12 would start out as 4 times 3, but then we know that the 4 breaks down into 2 times 2 times 3. So from here, you have to determine which numbers to multiply. And down here, we have 2 squared times 3, and then above, we have 2 times 5. Well, since we already used the 2 at the bottom for 2 squared, sorry, that should be 2 squared, not 2 to the third. And then, so we'll use the 5. So if we have 2 squared, that is 4 times 3 times 5, which gives us 60. Mr. Hernandez changes his car's oil every 3 months, rotates his tires every 6 months, and replaces his air filter once a year. If he completed all 3 tasks in April, what will be the next month he again completes all 3 tasks? So what I've done is I wrote down the 3 months, the 6 months, and now I need to write down the once a year. But we want to write it in terms of months because that's what they're trying to get. So there's 12 months in 1 year. So from here, you want to find the least common multiple. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, or we have 6, 12, 18, 24, or we have 12, 24, 36, 48. So we can see that the least common multiple is 12. So that means 12 months from April would give us, April would be the next time that they do all 3 tasks at once. Pause the video to find the LCM below. This is the lesson review, so make sure you show me this review for verification of the video.